I'm two. On one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brought them, went to jail for them.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Man 5-7.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's White. They find some open field here. That one 28 yards on the ground. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Completes it to Benjamin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Come on now, oh, come on now, let's go. Shorty.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Being chased out left. And able to find Kirk complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
81.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Play action. Now Wentz. This one left side caught by Barrios. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
There's 5-7.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing his Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Carson Wentz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Detroit!
On first and 10, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive starts with a run by White. He juked him, and he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Black. On the ball.
To throw is Wentz. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Wentz going to throw. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Throwing on first is Wentz. Step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wentz. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And able to connect with Barrios. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now a toss play. This is White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, that's White. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Braxton Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he powers his way up past the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a new way I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Gallman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long for Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Noah Spence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They stay on the ground with White. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Wentz. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz now on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Miller. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On play action, Wentz rolling to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 48. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Jackson in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action. Now Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw is Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Touchdown, Cowboys! As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now a carry for White. And he spins through. And now the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Here's
White. And some room to work. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Trying
to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Back. The 20. For Tokyo. Coming to you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, we got 3 down. There we go. Back. 180. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Target.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And Miller with it over the middle. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They fake the give. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? they're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Cowboys, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.